all of the parts distribution facilities at General Motors and Stellantis are being called to stand up and strike. We will be striking 38 locations across 20 states, across all 9 regions of the UAW.
Tonight, thousands of auto workers across the United States have joined the strike. They've been called to the picket line by UAW President Shawn Fain, who says General Motors and Stellantis are not serious about reaching a deal. Ford, on the other hand, has escaped this round of walk-offs. Welcome to CBS News Detroit at 5. I'm Shayna Humphreys.
And I'm Jeff Skaversky. The big story at 5, auto workers expand their strike today. There are now more than 18,000 UAW workers on the picket line. 38 more plants are affected today. 13 of them are here in Michigan.
Our Andres Gutierrez has been following the UAW negotiations for weeks now. He joins us live tonight in Warren at a Stellantis distribution plant, which is now among the 41 locations on strike.
Andres, what's the latest there?
Well, Jeff, right at noon, the workers walked out of the warehouse, came across the street to move their cars off company property, then went back across the street to form the picket lines that you see now. The way the union has expanded this strike doesn't necessarily put the automakers into a corner, but it does put them on notice on what is to happen if they don't act soon.
We can and will go all out if our national leadership decides the companies aren't willing to move.
Sporting a camo shirt, UAW President Shawn Fain announced the next move in their battle to get members record contracts.
We're focused on moving the companies at the bargaining table. That means maintaining our flexibility and our leverage to escalate as we need to.
Fain believes GM and Stellantis aren't serious about brokering a deal. He says both companies won't budge on getting rid of the tier system or bringing back cost of living allowances that they dropped during the recession. He also claims GM and Stellantis have rejected the union's proposals over profit sharing and job security as the industry transitions to electric vehicles. Because of that, he called on members to shut down parts distribution centers at both companies in 20 states. You think it's going to get their attention?
I would hope so. You shutting down parts. Parts supplies everybody. You know, if you don't have the parts, you can't operate.
Ford got spared because they're making concessions, including restoring cost of living allowances. It comes days after Ford reached a tentative deal with the Canadian union Unifor. Details of that deal will be revealed to their members tomorrow. The decision to expand the strike coast to coast stateside comes as the Detroit News obtained leaked messages from UAW leadership showing the union had been planning for a long and costly strike. Experts believe the messages won't change much in negotiations.
Legally, I don't think you can file an NLRB charge. I mean, there's a concept of partial strikes and intermittent strikes, and you can argue that before the NLRB, but it's a very pro-NLRB today, and I don't know if you get that far.
We just want fair pay. We want to be able to support our families and go from there.
Now, in his Facebook Live, Fain highlighted how poll after poll support this strike and even invited President Biden to come out and join the picket line, which I thought was interesting, given that at the start of the week, they thought that the White House shouldn't even have a seat at the bargaining table. And remember, President Trump will be in town on Wednesday to address union members. Reporting live in Warren tonight, Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Detroit.
And we know you'll be following all of those developments. Thank you very much, Andres.